Well, welcome along. Now, there is turmoil on Tory Twitter. The Conservative Party's official account put this picture out. OK, so there we go. The caption says, Labour, when you ask for their plans to tackle illegal migration. Now, personally, I think they've got a point. What are Labour's plans? Oh, we'll tackle the human traffickers. What, so Sir Keir Starmer is going to send in the SAS to rampage across Europe, is he? Obviously not. We know what they really mean. Closer cooperation with Europe, another step towards creeping back into the EU. The same European security forces, by the way, that have allowed the entire continent to be turned into something resembling a dumping ground. The problem with working more closely with the EU is that you end up working more closely with a group of people who don't ideologically want to stop the migrant crisis, in my view. People like Leo Varadkar in Ireland, who clearly sees nothing wrong with mass illegal immigration and thinks people protesting about the problem are the problem, and they need to have their human rights obliterated. You only have to look at the fact that tens of thousands of inflatable dinghies are able to be transported across the entire continent of Europe and find their way to the shoreline of Calais to know how little Europe cares about stopping this problem. I am convinced that European leaders want the migrant crisis. The Labour Party say that they will process asylum claims quicker. Or when they say that, all I hear is, we'll just wave them through. So, I think the Tories might have a point. But then you get, some people would call him the Taliban's PR guru. He would deny that, of course. Tobias Ellwood tweeting things like that you can see on your screens now. Please delete this, he says. I mean, it's just open warfare in the Tory party, isn't it? They're kicking off about a tweet now. All these pearl-clutching One Nation Tories whinging about things like this being demeaning. Well, you know what's demeaning? Britain being turned into a care home for vast parts of the third world by people who had years to see the migrant crisis coming and did absolutely nothing until it was far too late. You know what's demeaning? Ordinary Brits being taxed into poverty to prop up crumbling, failing public services, creaking under the weight of rapid population growth. Stop the Boats enthusiast Jonathan Gullis tweeted, I approve this message, over that tweet that we saw there from the Tory party. And then former number 10 Chief of Staff Gavin Barwell tweeted, to be fair, this is about his level. And then Gullis appeared to hit back by posting a story about Barwell allegedly getting caught out in some kind of kinky porn shocker on Twitter, which, I mean, it didn't go down that well, but I did think it was quite hilarious, actually. Anyway, the original tweet is still up there. People find it offensive. Personally, I find the Channel migrant crisis much more offensive. I think it would be nice if those cretins who sit in the House of Commons actually did something about it.